Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we'll be doing another lead code problem which is count and say. So in this suppose example if what we have given is 33222251, then how would you say is that you have two threes, three twos, 1 5 and 1 1. So you will replace now these written numbers with actual numerical numbers. So you have 2 3, 3 2, 1 5, 1 1. And how would you write this number as? Final is 2 3, 3 2, 1 5 and 1 1. So now let's try and understand, the logic behind solving this problem, and then we'll come back to the coding part. So I've already written the number over here, which is 3 3, 2 2 2 and 5 1. And let's take two variables. One is character, which will hold the value of the character as in what we are counting, and then the counter is going to keep track of the number of occurrences of that character. The very first condition that I need to check is if this character is null. So whenever we start, it's going to be null. And if it is null, what I'm going to do is I'm going to update that character with the value on the index I, and also I'm going to write start the counter with the value as 1. So let's start over here. So when my I is basically at the first position, my character is going to be null. It's going to check if my character is null, that's going to be true. So I'm going to now save my character as whatever is present at I, which is going to be 3. And my counter will also turn to 1. This is what I want. Now, in the next space, when basically my I moves forward, now what I'm checking over here is if my character is equal to whatever is at the ith position. So if this is true, then what do I need to do? I just need to update my counter by 1. Now what's going to happen? My character is equal to 3. It's same as 3 over here. So my counter is going to turn into 2 now. Instead of 1, I'm going to add that by 1. Now when I move my I to the next position, now what's happening? 2 is not equal to 3. So I need to check another condition. And that will be if my character is not equal to the value that is at I. Then what will I do? I'm going to have a base which will now be equal to whatever was there in the base plus I'm going to add the value of counter as string and plus I'm going to add the character. And also again my counter now will be set to 1 and my character will be the new character which is at place I. So in this case, initially when I will start, my base will be nothing. But when I come to this condition, when I see a new character which is 2, then I'm going to store my base which is nothing, plus I'm going to concatenate the string of counter which is 2 and 3. So now what will happen? My base will become 2 and 3. Now as you say, my counter will again be set to 1, and now my new character is 2. So again, now it's going to check. Um, it's going to now move to the next location. Now it will check if character is equal to I in this case. So we will look at what's happening here. I'm going to increment my counter by one more position, which is 2. My I is again going to move forward. Now this condition is 2, where my character is equal to I. So this is going to turn to 3. Now when my I moves forward, now my character is not equal to I, because 2 is not equal to 5. Now what will happen? Now my base is already 2, 3. It's going to append string of counter plus character to it. So basically it's going to append 3 and the character 2 to it. And my counter now again will be set to 1, and my character will be the new character which is at ith location, which is going to be 5. Now my I will increment to the next position. Now again, my character is not equal to I, so it's going to append 1 and 5 over here. It's going to set my counter to 1 again, and the character at the next location, which is 1. Now my I, there is no more space to go, so loop is end, and again we'll apply the same condition. So basically it's going to append 1 1. So the solution that I get is 2 3s, 3 2s, 1 5, and 1 1, and this becomes my new base now. So this is what exactly we are going to code in the solution. Now let's just quickly write the code for this. So the first thing I'm going to check is if n is equal to 1, that is that we need only one iteration. I'm just going to return 1 as the answer. And because it has to be a string, that's why I've kept it in quotes. Now I'm going to keep my new base as null. I'm also going to start my counter from 0, and I'm going to loop from starting from 2 to the value of n, basically how many loops that I need to do this process for. And the reason why I'm doing n plus 1 is because this loop runs till n. So basically it will go, if the value of n is 5, it will go from 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's the reason why I have to add n plus 1. Otherwise it will go one lesser than what I wanted to run. And I'm going to keep my character as null string. Now I'm going to loop for every element in the base. And I forgot, I'm going to start with my base as 1. So remember the three conditions that we checked. If my character is equal to null, then what I'm going to do, character will be I, and my counter will be 1. My next condition was if character equal to I, then my counter is just going to be incremented by 1. And my last condition is if the character is not equal to I, then what do I do? My new base, I'm going to add the new base, which is the existing one, plus str of counter, and plus I'm going to concatenate the character. And I'm going to now change my counter to 1 again, reset it, and my character is going to be the new one, which is going to be I. And once I'm out of the loop, I'm gonna in the end again do the same thing. I'm going to append the value of the counter and the character. And also I'm going to set my counter now to 0 to start with again. My character is going to be blank and my base becomes the new base, and my new base becomes blank. And in the end, I just return base. Now let's run the code. Let's submit it. So it beats 90% of the solutions. I hope this was very clear. Thanks for watching.